We bought 35 acres on top of a mesa in Colorado with the plan of building our dream home while focusing on family. During construction, our family of 8, 2 dogs and a cat, are living in a fifth wheel. To make living conditions more comfortable during this inevitably long project, we are giving our RV a total facelift. First up is creating more storage space in the kids' bunks and adding a laundry room. This video is all about the plumbing that this portion of the remodel entails.
This is a Fisher tape that I've run up from the garage to this area where we're going to be putting the laundry room. So I'm going to be attaching these two water lines to it and running it back into the garage. That is underneath the floorboard. So I'm going to pull the Fisher tape. They've got the kids inside. They're going to feed me the tube. This is a washing machine outlet box that I've got to prepare to connect to our PEX pipe by sweating on some copper pipes. First, we need to make sure that all of the dirt and debris is removed from the pipe so that it's nice and clean. Then we apply this flux, which acts as a primer to allow the solder to adhere to the pipe. Then we apply heat to the metal. Once it's hot enough, it will suck in the solder. I can't assemble this bracket and tank outside of this, so what I'm going to be doing is pre-drilling my rivet holes so that when I get it underneath there I can just rivet it in place while it's under there, and then I'll transfer my holes to the side of the chassis, just holding it up in place. If I assemble this out here, I won't be able to get it up underneath because the I-beam flange will be in the way of it being manipulated up into place. So, yeah, that's it. Before we can install the holding tank underneath the fifth wheel, we need to put in a tank level sensor. This style here works with a float valve, and so it sends to a sensor where this is located on this shaft here.
Now we're ready to mount the laundry room holding tank.
So I already put this piece up over here because it was going to be too tight to be part of this structure. So I put it up and it's wedged in place.
Oh, okay.
And then I cut little notches for the hydraulic hose to fit through there. Need to run my plumbing from this hole over to the black tank. So I'm making a jig so that I can transfer the measurement and run the plumbing while this is out of the floor. I'll just have this piece and allow me to manipulate that piece so that I can get my holes to line up perfectly. And then once I have it set in my black tank, then I know that I can remove this piece and it'll fall exactly where it needs to for me to attach my pipe through the floor. This hole tells me exactly where the hole is in the floor, so now all I need to do is connect my plumbing and run it through here over to this area where the holding tank is, and then just make sure that it all lines up with this so that when I take this jig off of here, put the floor back on, it's going to line up with this spot. Okay, now that I've got my pipe cut down to size, I know that it's going to come through my floor over here. I just need to transcribe my measurement where I need to cut through the top of my holding tank. So I'm going to trace the fitting so that I know exactly where that's going to tie in. Before I can put the floor back on, while this is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and put my elbows on my water lines.
Now we can get ready to install our dryer duct.
we have to put a two-way studor vent on the top of our vent for our holding tank in our laundry area. The problem is that the studor vent that you can get that's two-way comes with a filter. It's for a 4-inch pipe, and we're not dealing with 4-inch pipe, and it doesn't need to be this big. You could see the area where the filter goes in is only this big. So I'm going to customize a piece that fits around our vent on the top by cutting down a 3-inch pipe and then fitting it around our filter. So this will just be glued so that this fits around just as tight as this part right here that houses the filter. And then this will go on the top of our vent and allow us to be able to change out our charcoal filter so that we don't have to deal with the smell of mildew or whatever might be in that holding tank.
And just like that, we're ready for our stack unit. Next, we'll be tackling the kitchen, dining, and living room areas, and you won't want to miss it, so hit subscribe.